Hey, I'm Greg. I'm a product manager. I give Notion a 5 out of 5, and for more reviews, go ahead and click below. Yeah, so before Notion, I primarily did a lot of my note taking and planning across a variety of apps. For me, that really looks like G Suite, so Google Drive, really, I guess like Google Docs primarily, but I would also use I would try to use Calendar for some things as well. Yeah, so I chose Notion for a few reasons. I think the big thing for me is that it's sort of I think it gets out of the way in a way that a lot of other software products don't. It presents you with a blank canvas, and you're able to create and write and like log ideas, and it gives you building blocks to stay organized and sort of help you structure those thoughts if you want, but you don't have to. And I think that's where its real power lies. Is Notion is flexible enough for you to like build a real framework within it. But if you want to just use it as like a notes app, like that's okay, and it'll work perfectly for that. So again, like it was just flexible and easy to pick up. Those are my two big reasons. So getting started with Notion for me was pretty easy. For anyone who's used Markdown or things like Dropbox Paper, it's relatively simple to kind of get in there and start using Notion, like a really nice word processor, right? Like that's not tough. For the more like intense features, things like using databases and calendar views and different like Trello style boards. I think it's called Kanban. Those can take some. There's a bit of a learning curve there, but I would say it's well worth the investment. And compared to other tools like Jira or Asana, the learning curve is it's a joke in terms of how easy it is. It is just so much. It is light years easier, and I think it is well worth the time investment of anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour it takes to really understand how to use the product. For anyone considering Notion, I think the big thing is to consider, are you getting it for yourself and using it for your own tasks, your own planning, or are you using it as a company? I think the problem that I would imagine Notion is running into is that a lot of companies already have things like G Suite or Microsoft Office, right? Or like Office 365. And it can be hard to transition an entire company over to that. And so if you're starting at the top level and buying it for everyone, like Notion is the way to go. It's great. If you're using it for your personal planning, your own notes, like use Notion. If you are like a lower level employee who's trying to evangelize the product across the board, like I would say you're going to have some problems because it's hard to get to move an entire business over to a product if your ecosystem's already ingrained in those other document processors.